what's up you guys? Today I'm coming at you with an empties video. I feel like it's been forever since I've filmed one of these, and truthfully, I feel like I've kind of stalled on actually finishing things. So hopefully by making this video that it'll kind of revitalize me wanting to use things up. So without further ado, let's get started. I have my I'm not gonna edit that out because I don't edit. So anyway, I have my bin here of stuff, so let's just jump into it. The first thing that I have is a pretty basic thing that I always have, just some cotton balls. These ones are from Up and Up. These are not my favorites, actually. They say they're jumbo, but they're like quite small. I actually did repurchase these Swisspers ones. These are the super jumbo ones. These are my favorite. They're so big and they're perfect for just like taking off eye makeup. That's what I use these for the most part. Speaking of eye makeup removers, I have so many makeup wipes in here. I think these are the only ones. First, I have the Pond's Original Fresh ones. These ones were my favorite, but then I went to repurchase them, and they actually redid the formula to these, as well as they did with the lavender ones that I used to love. They made them more, like, creamy feeling, I guess, rather than just, like, wet with makeup remover. So I've kind of stopped purchasing these. I might stock up if I find them in this original packaging, because as well as with the reformulation, they redid their packaging, which is how you can tell that they reformulated them. So if I find some, specifically probably like those jumbo packs with like the 2 full size and the travel pack, I might buy them. But I've been really liking these 2 kinds from Sephora. These are the exfoliating wipes. They have a whole bunch of different like scents and different like skincare benefits to their makeup wipes. But the 2 that I really like are the green tea exfoliating wipes and the charcoal exfoliating wipes. The green tea ones have claims to mattify and anti-blemish, which your girl definitely needs right now. And then the charcoal one is purifying and detoxifying. So these are super cool because they say they're exfoliating and they have like a smooth side to them, like a normal makeup wipe, and then they have like a scratchy side, I guess, with like little bumps all over the wipes. And as you rub your face with them, the scratchy side kind of like takes off any dead skin, as well as removing probably like more hard to remove makeup. So yeah, when I first got these, I didn't really like them that much because of that scratchy side, but now I'm like in love with them. So they're a little more expensive than normal makeup wipes. I think each one of these packs is like $6 or $7, whereas normally they're like, $3 or $4 at the store. But, with my employee discount, and things like that, I thought that I could splurge for them. I just repurchased both of these packs and they were like $11, total with the discount and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I really like them. I know they're kind of expensive compared to normal makeup wipes, but I do only use like one of these per like time of removing makeup, so they last a long time. Then I have another skincare thing. This is a sample that I just recently used up of the Glam Glow Thirsty Mud Hydrating Treatment. I got this in a little like skincare pack from Sephora with a ton of these little foil samples. So, they're not so much in this empties, but I know like down the line there'll be a ton of these in empties. I only got to use this twice, one like fully and then one kind of like half-assed because there wasn't enough for like a full second treatment. So I don't really have any kind of like, oh, like it was amazing, because normally with skincare you have to use it more than once to really see any kind of like benefit with it. But I mean, it was nice. It has kind of like a cooling feeling on the face. Basically, it's like a little mask type thing that you just like apply to your face and leave on for like 10 minutes or so, 10 to 20 minutes, I think. Yeah. And then you can either wipe off the excess or you can just like massage it into your skin more. So that's what I did. I didn't wind up wiping anything off. I just kind of massaged it in more until it, was soaked into my skin. I do feel like it hydrated a little bit, but I don't think it was like a miracle worker that I like need to buy the full size. But it is kind of cool to try out some of this Glam Glow stuff because it is really expensive if you were to buy the full size, and I don't think I ever would. So I do like to try stuff like this when I can. Then, these are not part of it. Another skincare thing was something I was really looking forward to trying out. This is the Belief Aqua Bomb, the True Cream. This was another like sample that I got in that kind of skincare sample bag. I really liked this as a facial moisturizer. It went on like super easily. It absorbed into the skin really nicely. And it did leave my skin feeling hydrated. Whether or not I purchased the full size, probably not, only because I found like, other really nice moisturizers from the drugstore. But if you're in the market for a high-end moisturizer, this one is really nice. So yeah, I don't know. It was a nice sample size too, so I got to use it like a lot longer. Then, let's see, I think that might be all the skincare stuff. What is this? Okay, this is another skincare one. This is the Dr. Brandt Needles No More 3D Volumizing Mask. Or volumizing mask. It looks like this. Another nice sample size. This basically is another kind of leave-on mask. Basically, you just apply it to your face and then sleep in it, and then you can like take it off the next morning, or like I did, just leave it on. For the most part, I never really saw any kind of benefit with this mask, and I just dropped it. So anyway, any kind of benefit with it. There was one time I used it where my skin was really dry and I felt like it really plumped my face, which was nice. But basically what this is supposed to do is decrease like fine lines in your face. And I don't really have a ton of fine lines. I'm only like 24, so I don't really have a ton of like wrinkles or things like that just yet. Maybe for somebody who has those kinds of issues, this might be a whole different product for them. But for me, it was just kind of nice, moisturizing, things like that. Okay, so those are all the skincare ones. Now I have some hair care stuff. The first one is just one of my Tresemme Heat Tamer Heat Protectant Sprays. This is probably like the third or fourth bottle I've gone through. I use this all the time. Every time I like get out of the shower, I spray this in my hair before I blow dry. It just provides heat protection up to 450 degrees. Granted, my straightener is normally at 455, but, for the little extra protection against, like, blow drying and things like that. Do I have lipstick on my teeth? No. Okay. Anyway, blow drying and things like that. This is really nice. I have a full bottle up there already, and I always use this. This is nothing super special. It's just, kind of an essential for me. Then I have a BB Repair blow dry leave-in serum cream thing from Bumble and Bumble. This I also got in that sample bag, and this was really nice. It has a really strong alcohol smell, but other than that, like, I feel like it did really nice things for my hair. Right now, I have pretty much the same product from Garnier. It's their smooth blow dry anti-frizz cream. I feel like it does the same thing that this does. I used them interchangeably, like in the same way. So I probably won't be purchasing this just because this is from Sephora and it is expensive. And I have, you know, something that I love already from the drugstore. So why spend the money on this? But it is nice. You know, it does tame your frizz, makes your hair soft, easy to straighten. So yeah, cool product. Probably not going to purchase it though. And then my last hair care thing is from Project Beauty. I think I hauled this a while back and I forgot to get back to you guys about it. This is the Project Beauty Hair Gurt Smoothing Yogurt Hair Mask. I got the scent Strawberry Banana. This, I feel like, is really gimmicky and it's cute. Like, it looks like a yogurt container. It says, like, don't eat on it. It smells really nice. You know, it smells really fruity and just amazing. You can still smell it in the container. But I feel like it really did not do a whole heck of a lot for my hair. It says it's got probiotics and super botanicals in it for, like, beautiful hair. But I feel like this is just gimmicky. Like, oh, it's a little yogurt container that sits in your shower. You know, like, I don't know. I don't really think it did a whole lot for my hair that my normal conditioner doesn't do. But yeah, this was nice to try. You know, I was in the market for a hair mask, saw this, thought it would be amazing. But in the end, it just kind of was so-so. I have a hand sanitizer. This is the Be Sweet Be Clean antibacterial hand sanitizer. This came in a gift set from Charming Charlie's like a long time ago. This is just like a cake batter or like vanilla scented hand sanitizer. You know, always using hand sanitizer. It doesn't really matter to me what the brand is. I just had this laying around. Then I finished up a nail polish remover. This one is from Equate. This is the new Nourishing Nail Polish Remover. I've had this for forever. It's, you know, nice to actually finish it. And I have repurchased it just in like a larger size. So I'm sure I'll have this for forever as well. Now's the fun part, the makeup stuff. Okay, there's actually a lot of makeup in here. Most of it is used up. There's like one or two products that I just like got rid of just because of decluttering purposes or that they just didn't work out for me. So we'll start with the things that actually are finished. The first one being just a lip balm. This is the Lipsil lip balm. In the normal minty flavor. It's got this cute little bee that you like slide up, you know, to get the lip balm to come out. And I mean, there's like a tiny bit left. I could still use this up, but to me, I've had this for forever and I consider this finished. I love this lip balm. I carry it around, you know, all through work, you know, always just reapplying it all the time. I love the mintiness of it. It really feels like nourishing to my lips. So I'll definitely be repurchasing that. Then I have I have two mascaras. The first one is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This one, I really like this mascara, but I feel like it's dried out too much where it just is hard to use. That's what the brush looks like. People say it's a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex, but I feel like it's better than Sex. I've tried samples of the Better Than Sex mascara and I just don't like it. So I have repurchased this. This is what I'm wearing on my lashes right now. I really do like the length that it gives them. And then I have the CoverGirl Total Tease mascara. This one my mom purchased and she didn't like it after her first use of using it, so she gave it to me. This is what the brush looks like on there as well. It's got like shorter bristles on the one side all the way down, and then the tip over here has like bristles so that you can get in your inner corner or your bottom lashes, which I think is super handy and helpful. This gave decent length as well. It was an okay mascara. I don't think I'll ever repurchase it again just because I'm not really normally a fan of CoverGirl mascaras. And now that I've discovered the Lash Paradise, I'm just like all about it right now. So I don't know if I'll ever repurchase Total Tease, but I did like both of these mascaras while I had them. Then, okay, I have an eyeliner here. This is the NYX Wonder Pencil in the shade Light. You can see this is all I have of it. It's come down to the hole in the bottom of the pencil. I don't even know if you can see that. But this is what I use on my waterline sometimes. If I want to have like a brighter waterline, I use it to highlight under the brow or to kind of like shape the brow if I get a little crazy. And I really like this. This is like my second or third pencil that I've used up. I have repurchased it in the full size, or like, you know, the brand new pencil. And I love it. I used it in my brows today. It's super great. I love it for just multi-purpose highlighting and fixing things. Yeah. Now I have a bunch. Oh, actually, here's an. Yeah, these are all face products. Okay, the rest is face products and complexion stuff. So I have two foundations here. The first one I have finished completely, and the second one is kind of a declutter. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte foundation in the shade Classic Ivory 101. I love this foundation. This is like my favorite drugstore brand foundation. It's super matte. It lasts all day. It's just gorgeous on the skin. Normally I would get the shade 102, which is a shade darker. But the last time I purchased it, which was for this tube, I got a shade lighter. And even though it was too light for me, I think I prefer that over it being too dark. Because you can always like bronze and things like that. So yeah, this is a really nice foundation. It's, you know, good coverage, stays matte, it takes powder really well, it doesn't get all clumpy and goopy and things like that. So I love this. This is probably like my second or third bottle of this as well, and definitely will be repurchasing it once I kind of go through more of my foundations. And then the declutter one is kind of similar to the L'Oreal. This is the Ulta Demi Matte foundation. I feel like this is trying to be like a dupe for the L'Oreal, or like a knockoff kind of thing. I don't even know what shade I have. It was on this label back here, but it's obviously fallen off. This has a more moussey texture to it, like here. Like you can see how it just like is thicker than the L'Oreal one is, which I like, but it normally tends to make me look kind of cakey. Let me get this foundation off of my hands. It normally makes me look kind of cakey. It's really thick, which, I mean, if you're looking for something that's pretty full coverage, I mean, this is where it's at. And it's Ulta brand, so it's not super expensive. I just don't use this as much as I used to, and I got it like 2 years ago. So I figured I would declutter it out of my collection. But it is a nice foundation. So, you know, I would repurchase it if I was looking for something like this. I just didn't really like how thick it is. You know what I mean? The other thing that I also have two primers, I guess. The first one I really did like. It was a sample of the Touch in Sol No Problem primer. And I actually heard Jeffree Star and like all of his little group talk about this a while back, and I remembered I had this sample, so I whipped it out and started using it. I really like this, especially under the Fenty foundation. I feel like the two of them just like go hand in hand. I kind of want to buy the full size of this during the VIB sale, but I don't know. It's kind of like I wonder if I can get a little bit out just so you can see. It's like a clear kind of liquid. And it's just like a primer, and it really blurs and smooths your skin. Really nice. I love it. I don't know what that was. Really nice. And then the last primer I have, or the other primer, is another declutter. It's the Urban Decay De-Slick Complexion Primer. This is the really mattifying one for shine control, pore minimizing, and mattifying. And I This pills up on my skin so much. When you put it on and it blends it out, and it leaves kind of like a little white cast wherever you put it. And then it kind of, if you rub it in too much, it pills up and just makes your foundation look not great on top of it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. I really like the Makeup Forever mattifying one, so if I need a super mattifying primer, I'll probably go to that one. But this one was just not good, and it's been sitting in my collection for a long time. So I thought I would, pretty much since they released these, which was what, like a year ago now or something? So yeah, I thought I would just get rid of it, make room for things that I actually do like. It pains me to be throwing away an Urban Decay product with like that much left, but it just is not good. And I would not want to like give this to somebody and get their hopes up and be like, oh yeah, this is amazing, try it, and then it just fail again. So I'm gonna be getting rid of this, but yeah. If you've had experience with these Urban Decay primers, are they all like this, or is it just this D-Slick one? Because I would like to know if all the other primers, because they came out with a full set for that, and I'd like to know if they're all not good or if it's just that one. Next, I have two things that actually came in a set together. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer and Powder Duo. They came together in a set. They're both sample sizes. The concealer is in the shade L9 Neutral, and then the powder is obviously translucent. I loved this concealer. It was so light for me. It's kind of dried out now, but that's the shade right there. It's kind of light for me, but I really liked that under the eyes. It kind of reminded me of the Tarte Shape Tape in just the way that it added the brightness under the eyes. So I definitely would consider buying the full size of this once I finish up more of my concealers. And this Kat Von D setting powder, I actually used on my face today. Because I do have another like little bit bigger sample size, and I actually use it on the face. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like right in here, I don't know if it's the blush or if it's just like a little bit of shine coming through. I don't know. I think it might be the blush because I literally just did my face like a little bit ago. But it's an okay powder. It's not my favorite. My go-to is the drugstore, like, Coty Airspun powder. But, you know, it's an okay powder. This is not the empty. This is the empty. But yeah, it's okay. It's not my favorite, but, I mean, that's what it looks like there. That kind of looks gross. But I swear, it's just a powder. But it is nice. I do like it. I'm not knocking it. So, will I repurchase it after I use this whole thing? Probably not. But I was curious about it. And so that's why I wound up buying the Duo. And then the final thing that I finished, you guys, I'm super excited about. This is actually a product I've been working to finish up for a really long time, and I actually finally finished it yesterday, and I was like super proud of myself. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, the medium to deep matte bronzer. I have had this in my collection for years. Like, it's my favorite bronzer, but I was like, I actually want to finish it, you know, so I can like try out other things and stuff. So da 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 da, yeah! It's so beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful to see that you've like completely finished something, because that is a rarity in my collection. Like, finishing a full size like powder product is a rarity. And so yeah, it'll be really sad to see this compact go, because I've had it for years. It's like been my go-to bronzer for forever. Today I'm actually wearing a different bronzer, like the next one that I want to use. And I'm like, oh, like, you know, it looks okay, but I miss my Too Faced one. So I might have to repurchase it eventually once I finish up some of the other bronzers. The good thing is I have that palette from Too Faced that has the Chocolate Soleil bronzer in it. So if I ever like miss it for some reason, I can always go back to this palette and bronze my face again. But yeah, those are all the products that I finished up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and let me know some of the things that you have been finishing lately. Also, let me know about this primer because like I said, I'm curious. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else. I think I'm gonna go because I have to go to work. But let me know all that down below. And until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Have a beautiful day. Bye.